Hi, this is your big sis, Rowena Starling, checking in with you here during this week of Thanksgiving, the time that we have set aside to make sure that we're giving thanks for all of our blessings. Wanting to remind you that even the difficulties, I know that some of us are having some real difficult times now with our emotions, the relationships that we have with different members of our family, and having to choke down our feelings about what's going on to honor the season and to have them over and be in their company and all that sort of thing. Wanting us to remember to give thanks for our difficulties, our difficult children, our difficult relationships. These are challenges that are basically a wake-up call for us to change, a call for you to change if you find that you're having difficulty with your sons and daughters or, whoever they are. When my son became a young adult, he visited for holiday dinners grudgingly in the past. They always ended with me crying, and at the end of the evening, I was just miserable. I just felt miserable. There was always some blaring imperfection of mine that he would grab onto mid-visit and twist it until my night was ruined and I felt miserable. I knew this was the fruit of having left his father and taken him with me when he was 3 years old. He couldn't forgive me for that. A few years after these types of visits, I'd had enough. I'd done the best I could with what I had at the time. And it was time for me to forgive myself and forgive his unforgivingness. It was time to let go. So I no longer invited him to dinner. I mean, if it was going to end up with me feeling like crap, why am I putting myself through that? Who wants to go through that shit? Really. So I stopped inviting him to dinner. I found that I was much happier. Time passed. His attitude shifted. His attitude shifted because mine had shifted. I decided to make myself happy and to celebrate what I was able to celebrate and enjoy for myself. However meager emotionally some people may look at it. The only thing that matters was, what I was feeling at the time. That's all that ever matters. So time passed, his attitude shifted, and we now enjoy our meals together. Difficulties are a call for you to change. They're a blessing in disguise, an opportunity for significant growth. This time of year is particularly potent for hibernation or the incubation of these seeds of unhappiness that allow us to expand into our greatness. Our challenges and difficulties often heighten this time of year because the people we love gather energetically and physically around us and press those seeds into activation. As they germinate in the winter months, we can choose to recognize the challenge, the difficulty, and then choose to transcend our usual feelings of pain. That is the gift of difficulty. Otherwise, our growth would be stunted. Face the fear that you may lose your son or your daughter forever if you let them go. Fear keeps you trapped in unhappy circumstances and endless quarrel. You're worth more than that. Like they say, they used to have the railroad crossings, stop, look, and listen. This is what we need to do in our relationships, and about our feelings about the relationships, really. Stop, look, and listen to what's going on with what you're feeling at the time. Then find solace in your meditation and divine radiation and visualization practice. How much more peace and happiness can you tolerate in your life? How much of that are you willing to give to yourself if no one else is willing to give it to you? How are the holidays influencing your feelings and your sense of peace? Take the time this season to refresh and renew yourself and your family, and make it a daily priority to feel good. Because how you feel is the only thing that matters. It is the only thing that matters. Well, wishing you a happy, lovely holiday, and I will be talking with you again soon.